Morning, it's K-Dog. So, you're worried about the urine problem. After prostate cancer, after surgery, you're on a catheter. As I said in my last video, I had this image in my head that when the catheter came out, I would just be uncontrollably peeing all over the place, whenever, wherever, or that I was going to be stuck in an adult diaper for the rest of my life. Not an image or a thought that anybody wants to deal with, but a reality in some cases. However, it's really not the case. Not at all. Early on, when I first got the catheter out, I found that I could empty my bladder fairly easily. I just didn't know how. Before prostate surgery, you go to the bathroom and you release the urine flow. And after, there's no real cognizant way of releasing. It just happens. You just stand there and you start peeing. But as time goes on, you start to feel like you have more and more control over that. And you do leak, but you don't need a giant adult diaper. At least I didn't. Now, I did go out and buy the pads for men. But these things are ridiculous and they're dumb. And they're like diapers without the connectors on them. They're very large and I found unnecessary. Really, within about 10 days post-catheter, all I needed was a small pad. And the ones they make for men are just not good. So I used the women's. I just got like a panty liner. And in fact, in one case, when I was stuck away from the home for a long period of time, I borrowed one from my mom. They work. You leak. You drip. If you cough, if you sneeze, if you laugh, you become a postmenopausal woman for a while. You leak, and it's manageable. You have to learn how to keep a couple extra in your pocket. They're small, they're very thin, they're not noticeable, and you change them throughout the day every now and then. That begins to lighten, and the key to that is Kegel Exercises. Now, I'm driving to work right now, and this is when I constantly do my Kegels. Now, early on, before surgery, I did the Kegels on the way to work and on the way home. And I could hold it for about 5 seconds each for about 30 reps. And it's exhausting. It's tiring. It's like exercising. I don't want to exercise. But after a while, I could hold it for 20 seconds, no problem. 30 reps. And I do that a couple times a day. And I still do it now. That's going to help develop the muscles you need to control your urine flow. After all, women don't have prostates. They manage to get by pretty well. So I am right now slightly over 2 months post-operative, and I am 100% dry. I am no longer wearing anything. I'm confident. I have full control of my bladder, and all those fears and worries were for nothing. It's an annoyance. Almost everything having to do with prostate cancer is an inconvenience, an annoyance. Now, I know there are those that will be diagnosed with a more serious form of this cancer, and for them, it's more of a life battle. And this will be something I deal with the rest of my life. But you've got to live your life, regardless of your diagnosis, regardless of how you think each day is going to go. You've got to focus on today. What are we going to do today? And how we're going to get through today. But as far as incontinence goes, I'm fortunate I don't have that issue. I am 100% dry. Pretty happy about that. And now it's been on to the second round, the second big concern, and that's erectile dysfunction, sexual health, and what to do about that. So my next video, I'm going to start talking a little bit about where I'm in that process and what you got to do to keep your penis rehab on par. This is K-Dog. I'll see you next time.